Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and I've done one of these for winter and I've done one of these for the spring, and I've had requests to do it for every season. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about makeup products that just remind me of summer. Just really good summer makeup products. So if you guys want to hang out and hear about makeup that reminds me of summer, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm not going to grab these in like any particular order. I'm just going to kind of grab and go. The first product that reminds me of summer is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush, specifically in the shade Just Peachy. It's very warm. It's actually not pulling on camera, at least on my monitor, as warm as it actually is. It's definitely the most orangey peach out of all of the like LA Girl blushes that I have, but it's so pretty. It's just got that just really warm, rich, like, I would honestly go with like late summer, early fall, but just like it's very summery, just very warm, orangey, delicious. The Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade It Girl. Again, it's just warm and bronzy and golden and just beautiful. Like that is, to me, that's a peak summer gloss right there. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Also, I feel like we tend to wear our hair up more in the summer, and I feel like that's better suited for wearing lip gloss because there's quite literally nothing worse than having your hair get stuck in your lip gloss. The Revlon Skin Lights highlight in the shade Daybreak Glimmer is just the most beautiful, just glassy gold highlight. Just this with some bronzer and like a warm bronzy blush is just literally like that is just peak summer to me. I love this highlight so much. I'm gonna be honest with you, all bronzers remind me of summer, so I told myself that I could only pick one. So I chose the Colourpop Pressed Powder Bronzer in Avila Beach. It's warm, it's just delicious, just like beautiful. Like the tone of it is very summery to me in the sense that just like it's warm, it's got a little bit of like a yellow undertone to it. It's not too heavy, but it's still got like a good enough pigment that you can like really make yourself look nice and bronzed. But I mean, let's be honest here, all bronzers are very summery. All right, the NYX Fat Oil Slick Click, specifically in the shade Hits Different. So this one is a bronze with a glitter in it. It almost has kind of a clear base to it, but just that bronzy, glittery makeup is just, again, that with like a lot of bronzer and a blush topper I'm about to talk about soon, and like that Revlon, just peak summer, just bronzy and glowy and just The OYS Higher Standard Glow Blush Stick, this is in the shade Curvy, is another one that's just like warm, kind of like burnt orange peachy with just like a little bit of a glow to it, just like a little bit of, it's so pretty and it's so summery and just like, I don't know how to describe words because I just keep using the same one over and over and over again, and someone's gonna get mad at me for saying summery over and over and over again, but it just is. I don't know. These products remind me of summer, and so the best way that I can describe them is summery. Alright, I need to talk about the blush topper that I keep mentioning. The Milani Baked Blush in the shade Bellissimo Bronze. Say it with me. It's so summery. Just look at that. Look at that. It's delicious. It is glowy. It's got that warm, I don't think I've ever sneezed on camera before. It's got that warm, just delicious, beautiful glow to it. Again, like, honestly, just this over like that OYS blush, just beautiful. And then for a palette, the Colourpop Your Golden palette. I think part of this is because it came out during the summer, but also that would make sense that they would launch like a summery palette in the summer. But just the tones, like you've got your warm beachy tones, your burnt shades, you've got your, you know, your pool. Your pool is represented. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. This palette's a mess. It's been a mess like since shortly after I got it. I've tried to clean it so many times and I cannot get it to clean because these darker shades just like stain the packaging. Regardless. But a shade like that, honestly, to die for. These like really, really bold gold shades right here. Gorge. Whoa. I feel like it's strange to be like this, a primer reminds me of summer, but this primer reminds me of summer. It is the NYX Face Freezy Cooling Primer, Moisturizer, and Base. And honestly, the biggest reason why this reminds me of summer is because it does genuinely get cold when you apply it. And when it's hot as shit and you're doing your makeup, there is nothing better than having something nice and cold on your face. I'm the type of person that like, when I go to wet my sponge to like do my makeup, I will intentionally wet it with either really, really hot water if it's like cold and I want like a warm, something warm on my face, or I will wet it with like as cold as my faucet will get. Just, you know, just a little bit of extra cooling, you know? But yeah, this great at just like cooling everything down while you're doing your makeup. Another highlight that's actually kind of different than all of the rest of the stuff that I've been talking about is the Nabla Skin Glazing Highlight. This is in the shade Privilege. Truth could also be in here as a blush topper, but I just grabbed Privilege. It's just a beautiful, just kind of like peachy glow that is great for spring, but also just like still beautifully glowy and just like works well with like bronzy shades and stuff like that. Great for the summer. I haven't talked about any of my cream products, which is just insane of me, so let's talk about one. The About Face Cheek Freak in the shade Cowgirl. This is straight orange. And if there's any better time to wear an orange blush, it's the summer and also the fall, but like the summer. Again, just a beautiful, like still sheer, so it's not like overwhelming, but just like a beautiful, that was a shitty swatch. Just like a beautiful orangey warm glow, just like warm makeup. I love warm tones in the summer. The LYS the LYS No Limits Stick Bronzer. I have the shade Hope. Again, it's a bronzer. And bronzers are very summery, just like the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer in Hey Honey. Both just bronzy tones. The tones of these are beautiful. The way they apply, they're not too heavy, so like you're, you know, sweating and everything like that, but just like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bronzers. Very summery, very beautiful. All right, I have 3 more things left. I blew through this video so fast. It's because I don't have any more adjectives besides summery and beautiful. The Colourpop Lippy Stick, specifically in the shade Parker, because surprise, surprise, it's warm. This one's a little bit more matte, like kind of like a satin matte. A little bit more full coverage, but if you're wanting like a full coverage, you know, warm lip to go with your warm makeup, Parker is beautiful, but it's also not like so warm that it's like overwhelming. It's like it's a warm nude. One more palette, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. Sunset makeup is summer makeup. We've got your reds, oranges, yellows, some warm tone nudes, golds. The purples, I mean, I get sunset makeup, but just like, this screams summer to me. Like it's just, to like wear like these shades, so summery. And then last but not least, then you won't have to hear me say summery again, the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. Luminoso, out of all of the like peachy blush toppers that I have, is definitely the most like orange based peach with the most pigment behind it. You really can't tell in here, but like it really shows up on the cheeks. Like I'm not wearing it on my cheeks today. This is a much more subtle peach that I have on right now. it's just that little bit of an orange base that it has to it really just works nicely, but it's light enough that maybe say you go in with some of those more traditionally orangey blushes, you can tone everything down a little bit and kind of calm it all down with something like this blush topper. But just beautiful, glowy, warm. All right, again, I blew through this video. Whenever I have it all like laid out in front of me and I can just like go, I always go super fast. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. Comment down below and tell me a product that just reminds you of summer. I would love to hear all about it. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!